Okay. Okay. Sweet. Let's see. I guess turn some audio on so there's some kind of something. Now, the purpose of this deck, red-green, heavy on mana ramp, and the purpose of it is to essentially have a turn that lasts forever due to a certain combination. And after this match, I'll go into the deck list and I'll explain the combination and why it is really effective when it's set up properly. But for right now, let's see if I can just get a couple wins. Battle team new mechanics. Elf deck? So elf death. The good thing about this is that it costs 1 red and you return to your hand and you get 2 colorless and a red mana. Now that paired with that paired with 2 other cards could essentially give you a turn that lasts forever. It's very good. What? Never mind. He saw 3 we destroyed. Okay. I wish I had some mana. That would be great. So essentially I have 4 mana. Once I destroy this siege, then I'll have that 3/4 trample out. If I pair that trample with this trample, yeah. Here's what I'm going to do. Not going to attack yet. Well, at least he's tapped for mana. This. We're going to give 3 damage to the siege. We're going to go for another attack on the siege, maybe? No, let's not do that. Ooh, Vivian.
Longbow at my side.
By counter,
I can't lose a fight.
+1/+1 counters, not blue counter cards.
I run with the wolves.
Yeah, of course, you're putting a 5/5 on that. Of course. Of course. I'm just gonna go ahead and take that one. Now.
The jaguar's roar is music to my ears.
Oh. Okay, we're gonna try this one more time. We're gonna start properly, and I'm going to explain the deck first because that's what I'm supposed to do. So the deck that I'm playing right now, just for some historic, so it runs off of the idea that you can get essentially an unlimited amount of cards on the field in a turn, using these cards right here. So a lot of it revolves around this card right here. Whenever you cast a spell, you add 1 red mana. The rest of it goes on to say, until the end of turn, you don't lose the mana as steps and phases in. But if you get in a good loop, you'll never get out of the phase that you're in, and you'll just keep you'll keep generating cards until your opponent eventually concedes. So that card is used in unison with where is it? It's used in unison with looking for it. Grinning Ignis, that's Ignis. Grinning Ignis, that's the name of the card. There it is. It's used in unison with this card, which, for 1 red mana, you return it to your hand and you get 2 colorless and a red, so you get the mana that you play it for back, as long as you have that 1 extra mana. So when you pair that with God of Storytelling, you will get back the mana that you use in order to play it every time. So it's a good loop if you need an ability to trigger for creatures entering the field. That is paired with a card down here. Paired with, I will find it. With this card right here. This goblin, each spell that's red or green costs 1 colorless less. So when you have multiple of those on the field, obviously each red or green costs that many less colorless. So the this goblin makes all of your red or green cards less expensive. The God of Storytelling, that gives you mana for casting creatures, and Grinning Ignis, that both gives you mana when you cast the creature and when you return it to your hand. So that's just one of the loops that you can play with this deck. Also, along with that, I have cards like Burning Tree Emissary, which gives you back mana, the mana that you spend in order to put it down on the field. So if you don't have a red mana, you have 2 green, you throw that down there, and you get back a red mana. So that's good in several instances when you only have either red or green and you need one of the others. A lot of the cards that I have are in between like 1 and 4 mana, and there's a reason for that. I don't have too many huge creatures in this deck because of this card right here, Cabaret Revels. Now this is an awesome card. 2 red, 1 green. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you seek a creature card. When you seek a card, it just pulls a random one from your library. You seek a creature card with a lesser mana value, put it onto the battlefield. The good thing about this enchantment is that whenever you seek a creature card, it also triggers any it triggers any card effect or ability that requires a card to be entered to the field. Now, because I know with some cards, a big caveat to them is that putting the creatures that are, that come from an ability, putting those on the field don't trigger card effects, but that's not the case with this card. Any creature that you seek with the Revels effect also triggers effects of other cards. So to give you an example, let's say I have Revels down, and I also have Tribute to the World Tree. This is another perfect example. So the effect of this enchantment is whenever a creature enters the battlefield, if its power is 3 or greater, I draw a card. If not, I get 2 1/1 counters. So let's say I have both of these cards on the field, and I want to play, let's just say I wanted to play this Rampart Smasher, right? So since this Rampart Smasher is 4 mana, I have the ability to seek practically anything under that. Okay, so with Rampart Smasher, when it would enter the field under a my side, and I have both the Revels card, which will allow me to seek a card of lesser value, and both that and this Tribute to the World Tree, when Rampart Smasher would enter the field, it would trigger the Revels, which would allow me to seek any card over here to the left of the Rampart Smasher. And since its power is greater than 3, it would also allow me to draw a card. So let's say that I put Rampart Smasher down, and then it seeks this Tenacious Pup. Well, even though I didn't cast Tenacious Pup, it was just I sought it out through my deck with the ability of another enchantment. It would still trigger its effect, which just chains my next creature summon. So I'll just let you get into it, and I'll try to set up these combos as efficiently as possible. But you can chain a turn 6 into just a dozen creatures, and that paired with a couple others that give all of my creatures haste. It's ridiculous, and it's a troll deck. It doesn't always work, especially in this new meta when it's a lot of black and white. It doesn't always work, but when it does, it's tasty. It's very tasty. So let's get into it. I'm not running ranked right now or anything. I want to save what little fragment of a rank that I have. So. All right. So this starts off. It could start off better. Let's mulligan. That's a lot better. That gives me both colors of mana that I want. But we are going to get rid of that boy right there. We're going to get rid of that boy right there because... not that boy. We're going to get rid of... Nope. Where'd you go? we're gonna get rid of this boy. He's not necessary for an opening hand. This gives me both colors of mana, the ability to pull another mana, and a strike it rich, which is perfect. This gives me a treasure token, so this is, I mean, it's a 1 red mana, ramp spell. Very, very effective and efficient for early game. Now that I technically have 3 mana, I don't necessarily need to pull another one out yet. But it would be good to have a 4/4 out this early. That'd be good. So, his effects, depending on how many oil counters you remove from him, can either be Vigilance and Menace, I can get +2/+2, or I can destroy an artifact or enchantment. So, what I'm going to do here, obvious, I'm going to throw this legendary enchantment out. When it enters the battlefield, I look at the top 4 cards of my library. I can reveal a creature card, put it into my hand. If I control 4 or more creatures, I change it into a legendary land, which allows me to add a green mana for each creature I control. Perfect for a deck where I can have dozens of creatures out on the field in a turn. I'm gonna reveal this. It's just a 1 red, 1 green, 3/3. Let's see if he gets rid of his orator. He's gonna eat this 4. Now I need to get rid of either the orator or the priest as quickly as possible, because the 2 of those together, I mean, it's been a very prominent combo in the meta for as long as I remember. So what we're gonna do, I need 4 creatures out pretty quickly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw the ranger out. I'm gonna use that to pull a red mana. Yep. I'm gonna throw the bodyguard out. That gives my legendary creatures indestructible if I sacrifice it, which I want to keep this Maze Crusher, so I'm gonna keep that out. Let's see if they'll eat 4 again. Of course they will. Of course. Perfect. He's probably gonna add another land that's gonna come in tapped to give him 1 life. Yep. Which is going to grow the priest. Yep. Okay. He just wants an even build. Now he has that 1 untapped mana. If I go ahead and call his bluff, we'll call his bluff on that priest. Let's see what he does. Oh, he didn't have anything to answer that. Okay. Let's throw that mana out. Let's see how quickly we can turn this into. Okay. Okay. I'm definitely gonna need to play both of those. next turn. But just go ahead and remove some counters. Yep. Yep. Very good, very good. He's not gonna let me get up to 4 creatures, I know it. Oh, well. I'd be silly not to. Okay, we take out this baby right there. I'm gonna save those last 2. I'm still gonna swing, but I'm gonna save those last 2. He's gonna concede. He's gonna concede. He does not concede. Choose any card name. Spells your opponent's cast with the chosen card name cost 2 more. So that's gonna be the Warlord, obviously. So that's gonna be a 6 mana drop. That's not even worth it. I'm gonna take him out way before that. Okay, so pull that out. Mechanized Warfare, which just adds +1 to any red source that I have that's going to deal damage. Oddly enough, this is a red source. So, it's actually going to be 7/7. Yeah. Vigilance and Menace. So we either can take all 4 or get rid of both of those cards. Oh no. Yep. No, he chooses against getting that 1 health from the stray. He doesn't want to get rid of this. But since it has menace, it has to be blocked by more than 1 creature. So he can either lose both of his creatures or go down to 1 health. That's the decision he has to make. He has chosen to lose both of his creatures. It's fine with me. Throw this out there, get that token. See what he does. Throw that out. Throw that. Next turn, I'm gonna seek that non-land. Hopefully it'll be something good. If not,
Now you've done it.
Is
Hurt
What's
Not
coming
Wandering
off?
Emperor's gonna exile again. Oh, does not exile
Show
the
them how
warlord.
we greet our
Cool.
enemies.
Cool. Trample, so oh yeah. Oh, that's not a modified creature. Damn it. That's okay.
I guess
Very
that's
nice. Because it was a red source, it dealt +1 damage because of mechanized warfare. That took him out. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. If I had another creature, it would have gotten like +3, or +3/+3. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. G. Just concede, buddy. Just concede. You know you won. You know that's how you won. But he doesn't. He's really going for it. He's really going for it. I'll give you a false sense of hope. Oh, here we go. Domri's ambush. Get a 1/1, and then it doesn't. It's not even that it fights. It just dealing that damage. Ah, lovely. Okay, so here we go. Boop, boop. Very nice. Now he's just gonna make it that much. Oh, I shouldn't swear. That's gonna give me banned. 5/5. Ooh. Love it. Absolutely love it. Now that doesn't highlight the trolling factor that this deck has, but a dub's a dub. A win is a win is a win is a win is a win. So I ain't gonna complain. Wouldn't help if I did. But let's keep going. Alrighty then, let's see. So I'm gonna go for it. I very rarely actually like throwing the mulligan. Very rarely. Just because having a card disadvantage from the get-go. You have to have a really good hand to have less opportunity and still come out on top. think what I'm gonna do if I can pull off a green. If I can pull off a green. Okay. Well, I didn't. Let's see here. That one in the graveyard because I can still activate its ability. It's really not like throwing it around totally. So yeah, okay, that's good enough. What I'm gonna do, throw that out, that's gonna give me another page, which is blue and white. So it's definitely going to give you some future spells. So let's see what he does here. Oh, and this is going to destroy an artifact or enchantment with that. And it does 2 damage. I'm not going to get rid of the reality chip in that until he reconfigures. Once he reconfigures, then I will definitely take it out. I wasn't expecting a counterpart. Oh, take out Yep. That's it. That's okay. If I put Kimono Face's Kakuzan down, he takes 1 damage. I throw the goblin out, and the next turn I will be able to sacrifice him, get a 3rd red mana, which could have me put down Ancient Avenger out, and that would be a 5/4. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Nope. What if I get a mana and he doesn't destroy or return my card or exile my cards? He kept all this mana. Ooh. Throw that down. I can throw that down, get the 2 red. But that's, he definitely has a counterpart. He definitely has a counterpart. Let's just throw that out. Let's throw that out. We'll get that 1. If he lets me hit it, let it hit the field, which he's not. Okay. Very cool. I love blue-white just because anytime you think you have a plan, nah, there's an exile encounter. But what they do, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna destroy the concept. Let's hope and pray he doesn't have another counter. Blue-white, he should. He definitely does. Definitely does. That's okay. I will bait all of these cheap counter spells early, so once we get into mid game, I won't have to worry about him countering more necessary cards. Let's see how. They're gonna take this 4 damage. Ah, lovely. We're doing that. Unless he can do it, which he will. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? Oh, lovely. Throw that down. Deal 4D. That's able to. His card ability activates when it dies. Now that Ruin Crab, one of the most game driving or match driving early game cards. That one. Dragons. And all but his token has enough toughness to keep me from getting any real player damage. Now, if I do that, that turns into a 6/4. He can eat what? 1, 2. Let's just see what happens. He's definitely gonna block with the tokens. Or he doesn't. He just returns it. That's what he does. That's what he does. Nope. 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 Oh, you're gonna do that? Nope. Oh, you think you're gonna But enough mana to do that, assuming he counter it, which he doesn't. That down. There we go.
Oh, bad. Bad.
That. going. Okay. Well, let's just see what happens. Hail Mary pass. Wow, so I'm barely gonna hit him. Okay. Well, that was fun. Well, that was fun. Yep.